Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the failure that is Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's kidding.
The media was right. Sonic the Hedgehog it did so badly,
That's right. They were trying to spin it yesterday.
Screen Rant had this article up yesterday. Sonic did worse on Thursday than Birds of Prey. Well, funny thing happened. Sonic the Hedgehog runs faster with a 4-day opening of 64 plus million. They're actually thinking it might go to $66 million by the end of the 4-day weekend, which would actually, I think it becomes the highest grossing video game movie launch of all time. It might actually beat Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, that and you know, they were saying what 45 to 50 before, and now they're talking possibly 64 million because everybody's going out to support it because they want to show that, hey, look, you listen to fans and you know good things happen.
And we're going to talk about that because there's a lot of talk about that. I think Sonic the Hedgehog is going to absolutely have an impact on Hollywood. It's going to send a message to Hollywood that if you make changes that appease an existing fan base, chances are pretty good they'll come out and support your movie. Versus, you know, trash talking you online all the time. So we're going to talk about that. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We're almost 100,000 subs, guys. Thank you so much for that. Looking forward to continuing to bring you all this dismal news.
That's right. That's all we do. News.
So Jeff Fowler, the director of Sonic, is thrilled that his movie is making a ton of money.
I'm sure he is.
It was Jeff Fowler's decision, I believe, to hold off on the movie, to fix the CGI, to fix Sonic, and make a better movie. They pushed it back 3 or 4 months. It obviously was a good call, because look at this. Look at all the excitement around Sonic the Hedgehog. What a day. This was yesterday. So clearly this has paid off for Jeff Fowler because Sonic is doing gangbusters at the box office. Much to the dismay, I think, of a lot of these media outlets are like, Sonic will be lucky if it makes $40 million this weekend. Oh, Sonic isn't very good. Well, you know, Sonic had a bad Thursday.
They didn't have to go to the global box office estimates to try to offset the domestic, before the movie came out like Birds of Prey did. And I'm not pitting Birds of Prey against Sonic because I'm totally against that. I think that they're completely different movies. Yeah. I think they have completely different audiences and they might both be good. I honestly can't say about Birds of Prey, so I'm not going to say it's bad because I don't know. But the media keeps pitting them against each other, and I'm just responding to that because I honestly think they're not even comparable to even bother mentioning in the same sentence. So
I love this. You've taken this little blue hedgehog to epic heights. We never could have done it without the fans. Thank you for the love and support. The future is very bright for the blue blur. And there are a lot of people saying without the fans, something Hollywood needs to hear a lot more.
Yes.
Really happy this is doing well. Thank you. Thank you for reminding the film industry that they should always respect the fans. Hoping for Tails and Knuckles in the sequel, which is awesome. And again, this just shows what happens when you listen to the fans. And this is why so many media outlets were, I think, trying to throw some shade at this movie, because it basically means that we don't need you anymore. Mm-hmm. That the studios have a direct pipeline to the fans.
That's true.
That YouTubers are speaking for the fans more than the media outlets are now. And they've tried very, very hard. Again, just like with Alita, just like with Joker, the media outlets have tried very hard to tank a movie because it's all about control, isn't it? It's all about keeping control of the little sheep. You got to have them at reading your blog. They can't be out there on YouTube.
It's because blogs aren't really about reporting on the news and the culture and the fandoms. They're about, using it as their pedestal to, pontificate what they think.
Yeah. And it's coming to an end. We're seeing a lot of these blogs shutting down or scaling back. And this is why, because they don't actually speak for the fans. Mm-mm. They don't actually speak for the fans. So it's good to see this happen. I think we will see some major changes in Hollywood because of this. Now, one of the big changes might not be too good, because a lot of people are speculating now that Hollywood might move on from strip mining comic books to strip mining video games.
Well, they're going to do whatever that's the easiest and that they think they can make money off of that with the least amount of work. I mean, that's why, guess what? Disney might be doing a live action Tangled. Of course they flippin' are, because all they can do is rehash what they've already done.
Yeah, it's getting pretty tired. I mean, look, they've had 2 hits in a row with Pikachu and Sonic. And, Sonic beats Pikachu, that would be a coup, because Sonic, frankly, has diminished in popularity over the last couple decades.
Yeah, I'd say that's true.
Big time. Not with the fandom. I mean, he has a very passionate fan base, but the games definitely have taken a hit in quality, which has sort of relegated him to kind of B-list status as far as
I'm sure this is going to change that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm curious to see if the games are going to start selling better, if there's going to be more demand for Sonic merchandise.
Oh, we saw it with Witcher.
Yeah.
I mean, the books and the games were selling, but they weren't that great. But they said it went up like 500 and some percent since since the year before last or last year or whatever. So, yeah, it makes a difference.
All right, so we're going to talk some numbers here. It didn't cost as much as people thought it cost. I'd heard people say it was $125 million.
95, that kind of stuff.
95, yeah. So the film could potentially score the best video game feature adaptation debut of all time. Potentially. With a 3-day of $53.99 million and 4-day of $64 million. I've heard 66.
Yeah, depending on the estimates, yep.
Depends on the estimates. Anything over 54 in 3 days beats Detective Pikachu. On a 4-day basis, Sonic does beat Detective Pikachu as the best start for a video game feature. Now, I read, too, that Sonic has already made, or is projected to have made more money this weekend than Birds of Prey will have made over the last 2 weeks. Right,
and then this is just a domestic. This doesn't count overseas or anything either. So,
And this one probably will get a Chinese release. It's a PG movie.
Again,
Japan, it'll probably be big.
Not sure how much it'll get in China because there is, people are afraid to go out and stuff. But still, it might hit, make its money back the first weekend. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, it might. Video Game Fair has always been ambitious to adapt. Yeah, remember Super Mario Brothers? That was god-awful.
Oh, God, it was.
And Illumination is doing a Mario movie, and I'm not sure how I feel about that because we're talking the Minions people doing a Super Mario Brothers movie. I don't know. I think it's going to be very Dr. Seuss-like. But again, like Super Mario, you really can't do in live action.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to work because you're dealing with human characters. It just doesn't work.
They'll do a drama and they'll call it Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario, oh my God. Handsome Dr. Mario.
Handsome Dr. Mario.
We get a very handsome Italian man to play Mario. You have more recent examples of bombs, like Warcraft only did 47 million in the US and China took it to 439 million.
Wow.
That's crazy. Well, it's huge over there. I mean, Blizzard's huge in China. That's a problem people have with it now is that they think that Blizzard is pandering to China. So there we go. So yeah, this is interesting. And again, it just shows because Sonic is a tarnished IP in current year, and it just shows how much the fans will come out and support something if the studios support the fans.
Right, and I mean, I think the movie's good to begin with too. So I'm sure the word of mouth is helping.
Oh yeah,
as well.
It definitely helps.
It's a good movie, but I think a lot of people are coming because they want to. Well, one, it's a family movie, and there wasn't really many choices for families coming right now.
Yeah.
So it was a good time to have it with family option. 2, they listened to the fans and everybody's supporting it because a lot of people are like, well, I wasn't going to go, but because of, how the media is behaving and the fact that they listen to the fans, I'm going to go anyway because I want to support this. I want to show Hollywood, hey, you can't stop giving us a bowl of crap and then saying we're supposed to like it because you said so.
Yeah, no, that's true. And I think this is going to be a big tipping point for Hollywood. They're finally going to maybe get it through their heads that they can't piss on existing fandoms anymore. And we're kind of seeing it now. The other day, too, we saw the casting choices for the new He-Man on Netflix. Mm-hmm. Some of the choices were definitely fan-pleasing choices, and they made sure that they got Alan Oppenheimer to come back, who was the voice of the original Skeletor, to come back and have a role as Mossman on the new show. Compare that to DreamWorks, where they made sure that Melanie Britt could not be on the She-Ra show.
I already explained that because the difference is the people behind DreamWorks wanted to go ahead and say that they invented feminism, they invented diversity. They didn't want anybody of the old show attached to it because that would blow their narrative out of the water.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that's why I'm telling you.
Instead, they let the voice actor Bo Marcus Scribner, they let him loose at a comic book convention. He took a dump on the old voice actors, on stage promoting the new She-Ra show. So I think you're going to see more respect toward fandoms. If you want their money, you have to show them some respect. And I think right now we're seeing kind of the tail end of a lot of projects that were in development before this cathartic revelation like Thundercats Roar and all of that. And I think now these executives are like, God, if we could take this back now, we would do it because this is the way This
is the way.
This is the way. Do you know the way?
Sorry, that's
Do you know
funny.
the way? This is the way. This is the way.
That's funny.
This is the way, Hollywood. This is the way that you make money off of existing, fan bases, is you give them what they want. So, and if you want to make something new, if you want to take something in a totally different direction, then you just create a new property.
Right.
But
they don't know how to create anything anymore.
No.
I mean, it's all it is rehashing things that already exist. And I mean, people keep getting on me about Disney, but I'm so disappointed in Disney in the fact that they keep doing this. They just keep live actioning everything they've already done, or every IP they've gotten from Fox, they're going to turn into a Disney Plus show. Like I was saying yesterday, the Mighty Ducks. They're going to bring back the Mighty Ducks, but now the synopsis is it's modern day, and now the Mighty Ducks are a big, really aggressive team. And basically, Coach Bombay and the Ducks are the bad guys because the one kid he gets kicked off the team, so his mom's going to start a new team, and they're going to be the underdogs. So it's the Mighty Ducks are the bad guys, so the woman can come in and because there's always a woman. Because in Hollywood, there's no other thing. Diversity only means women. In case you haven't caught that yet, it's diverse if it's women.
It's because Coach Bombay is a toxic male, and he needs to.
Never mind that
he's
not. No, he was.
He lived long enough to see himself become the villain.
He's the villain.
He's the villain. Yeah.
So whatever.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this one up, I think.
Yep.
So Sonic is doing well. We'll have a recap, I'm sure, Monday, and see exactly how much money Sonic made.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see that. I'm excited.
I would love it if it made more than even they were projecting. Like people come out on Monday and are like,
There's
"Oh my
still
God."
time, guys. So go ahead if you wanna promote and you want to, you say, "Hey, Hollywood, we're speaking with our wallets." You still got time to do it.
Yep, you do. You got a couple days. Holiday weekend. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.